Okay. The internet helped me work out what I'm supposed to be doing. There we go. I just kept like tricking into the door rather than like opening the door. Smacking my face against the door. Yeah, so let's just get around to this. So yeah, I hate these kind of dumbass like puzzles where it's like, just go down the pathway that was clearly proven to impede your progress before because a sign says some stupid bullshit that you didn't even realize was a sign. And you're just like, oh, fuck off. This shit. Oh yeah, this is a bottomless pit, okay. Oh, but you got an orb now, fuck you. So, well, what the hell is that? What the hell is this? I'm hitting him and he's like, wait, I'm the comet. Stop hitting me! Let me tell you what I want you to do. Will you stop hitting me with that sword? Use the nunchucks, dumbass. I did it. Yay. Yay. Yay! My power go up. Except I can't see my health bar right now. Oh yeah, that makes fucking sense. Yeah, just put it in this wrong shaped 4D clover thing. Who made this tower? Stupid tower. Is there combat here or... Oh yeah, there's a lift sequence and a thing. Secret Mission 2? What happened to Secret Mission 1? I must have walked by it. Failed. I'll do that some other time, I'm too lazy. This will probably bite me in the ass. I'm a coming. Yeah, it's like a Metal Gear Solid 1 thing. Ah! Fuck. I'll just knock you all off. There I win. Ah! Shoot you off. Haha. I win. Oh. Sweet. Ah, shit. Oh, that was my fault. You're following me. Bring back the lift. Bring it back, damn it. Thank you. I will try again. Alright. So it's one of those. That's fine, I don't have a problem with this. This is fine. Like, I'm just glad I'm moving forward, because, like, I hate it when it's like I'm running around and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And some of the older games, and, like, people are like, oh, yeah, like, I was around for this generation, and let me tell you, it was every game. They were designed to be, like, sometimes just, shit. I could have saved it if it weren't for that rafter. Like, some of them had really obtuse puzzle sections just so you would go and buy the official guide, because it was just before the internet was a really big thing and not everyone had it still. Like, my family had, like, at least 3 different guides. One was the Ultimate Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, and 3 guide. We had a separate one just for Crash Bandicoot 1 when it first came out, before the other 2 games came. We had to get a guide for Crash Team Racing to try and work out how to unlock it, all of this extra stuff, because it wasn't that clear, but then it was like, oh, actually that was the clearest of all of them, because it's a kart racer. Just race and do all of the modes. And And then, you know, there was something nice about it, but at the same time it was like, if you weren't the kind of person who could drop like, what was it, like 40 or 50 quid on like a PS1 game brand new, and then drop another 20 just to get like a document that says, okay, there's this really obtuse bullshit thing. Like, oh, what? And then like we had one guide for every Tomb Raider game, because back then my dad was in love with Tomb Raider games. He was like playing all of them, and he was like, I'm gonna get all of the secrets and everything. And oh my god, some of those secrets I remember to this day were like, go up a ventilation shaft that is constantly throwing barrels at you, and there's a secret dragon hidden on the left behind a hidden wall. And it's like, fuck you. Like, to be honest, those Tomb Raider games, you go back and you're a bit like, really? Like, if you're not pixel perfect on some of those, they just kill you outright. And you're like, damn it, this polygon-breasted woman isn't very dynamic. Aerodynamic. Okay, let's have a fiddle around. I'm probably gonna actually regret whatever I do here, because, like, I'm changing style because I'm getting fed up with, but I get it. Yeah. Damn it, this is a boss. Yeah, man, like, there was a whole level in a Tomb Raider game where it was like, you're in a shark tank, and the shark is faster than you, and you have to keep moving the shark away from you so you can outswim him to the next area. I remember it because I remember my dad screaming at it for a very long time. And also me as a child being absolutely fucking terrified of some of the creatures in that game, like mummies and shit.
What is Psy? Well, a Psy is when...
Enough already! How long are you two gonna keep carrying on like this?
Yeah,
In
seriously.
case you didn't get the hint, I'll spell it out. You're a guest. Wants to go through. Got it?
Our job here is to guard this.
Oh wait, we're supposed to be stopping you. You shouldn't pass, really. That's kind of like, oh look, get it? Like, you thought our heads were on our necks, but they're actually on our swords. So I see your gimmick is bullshit off-camera shenanigans. Awesome! Fuck! Okay, I'm gonna switch back to Trick in a minute when I get murdered. So I need my big dumb evade. Fuck. Oh man. So I like Swordmaster, but I never get to use it because I'm bad at the video game. I'm pretty sure I can change it in the start menu, but like I just never do that. Okay, we know what they say. La la la. Boring, tiresome dialogue. God, this camera is just... The camera is the enemy in this. They're just doing generic shit. If I hit one of you, the other one will just try and hit me from off screen like some ganky asshole, right? Fuck. And they Naruto run! They Naruto run! Okay, so I'm supposed to evade that, I get it. Oh, fuck. Oh, you're powering up. No, don't power up. Ah! Fuck. Yeah, knocked your sword out. So if I clash with you at exactly the right time, there's an opening. Which you really fucking need, otherwise this is a long fight. I'll shoot you. Damn it. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Just checking. camera could be doing better to actually keep them on screen, but like, fine. There we go. So I just need to do that 4 times per enemy. I'm sure you'd get less hits in if the camera wasn't like literally trying its best to keep you off screen. Again, not great at the big boss fights because they're in some degree they are a bit of a you need to know the special way how to beat them, and it's like a dumb puzzle where it's like you have to work out what's the best way and where's the best time to do the most damage, and it's still a bit like, wow, this is really just designed for people who know everything about the game. Or the guide. Getting that timing down is really hard for the clash. I'm trying to clash with their swords and half the time it just ignores my hit and then just goes and hits me anyway, so I did it slightly wrong. I was facing slightly off. Oh, no damage. See, I felt like my sword came out there. And it just goes, nah, it didn't, fuck you, you're dead. And I'm like, oh, okay. Fun. Oh, this is gonna be a long fight. So I just talk more about Tomb Raider. There was a snowmobile sequence in that. Okay, so I hit him there, and it staggered him, or his friend, the blue friend, staggered him, and it didn't count the clash as a result, so that's fun. I find out later that while they're powering up, you can hit them out of their power-up, and then they lose their power-up, so... Yeah, it takes me a while to work a lot of this out, which is just, yeah, hit them at the right times. Trying to hit one of them while they're blocking so that it encourages the other one to hit me so I have something to counter, but like it doesn't seem to work like that. You could just sit there and hit them and like they just sit there and put up with it. And then suddenly they start doing this shit. See, look, I'm hitting him and it... There you go. There you go, both of them. Actually, both at the same time means like it's not actually the best. It stopped him having the power up. fact that like there's been a few times where I've pressed triangle when they're swinging and it's just ignored it and my swords haven't flashed and I've taken damage means that very often I'm very scared of actually trying to do the thing I need to do. Which makes it really difficult to succeed because it's like, you know, I think, oh, it's safer right now, I'm not in the perfect position, I will dash out, and it actually means that I'm like, not, you know, in a great space to counter these enemies. Yeah, fire bad. I got both of them to around half. But like, I don't see how I'm supposed to be able to do this. Fuck. No, I can't even get one of them down to from like a full health bar, so I'm having trouble to see like, well, what am I supposed to be doing? Got them both. But I can't hit them both. Alright. Camera, why? Oh, fuck. My hubris. Sometimes you'll see me panic jump, which is I can hear one of them off screen yelling and he's probably about to move in to hit me, so I will jump. Which is not actually helping me because I got the blue one down. You hit your friend. Get into the fight. I've just turned like this fight there. Did it again. Trying to bait them into hit, you know, striking to make my life easier, and then sometimes they just both stand there blocking and you're like, I got him a bit. Ow. See, I was hitting him and then he swings, and because my sword's not in exactly the right place, it just kind of goes, yeah, that doesn't count, and he hits you anyway, which is like making me really nervous. Perhaps I should be using the nunchucks, which have like a broader kind of area where they're spinning through. I don't know, but then they have a shorter range, you know? I don't know. So much fucking damage on the power. See? telling me that my sword did not slightly come into contact with his sword at any point? I think that's bullshit. Okay, maybe it's... I don't really get it. But it's fine. Not just about striking while they're striking, you've got to actually like strike and hit their sword, and it's a bit annoying. So yeah, this does feel very much off the time, where it's like, no, you should just have a guide, fuck you. But there are certain adventure games that are much later in, like, you know, they're much more recent, that still have that feeling of, like, the game's not going to tell you what to do, the game expects you to spend hundreds of hours wandering round and round, enjoying the environment, expecting, you know, you to just spend your entire life trying to find where you're supposed to be going. And you might guess why I didn't enjoy playing Legend of Zelda. Because, yeah, I know those games are really good, especially if you're a Nintendo fanboy. Because, let's face it, you've got like 3 franchises to choose from, so... the rest are all, like, dormant. So, you know, but, like, I played... There's a Link to the Past on my Game Boy Advance SP, and I was the most impatient child in the world. In fact, it took me like 4 playthroughs of Grand Theft Auto on my PSP and like Grand Theft Auto Vice City for me to actually bother watching the cutscenes. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with me as a kid, but I was like, yeah, I don't care, yeah, and I would just skip everything. Which you can't fucking do. Like, you know what I mean? Where I'm like, yeah, and then I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Game's fucking stupid. Like, as a kid, I was aggressively stupid when I was playing video games. So, Legend of Zelda, completely different. Legend of Zelda, me playing it was, yeah, I don't care, yeah, I don't care, I don't care where that is, I don't know where that is, I don't care, yeah, A, mash A. What am I doing? This game sucks. I tried much later to play, like, some other people's things, because I've had a lot of friends who were like, well, you know, not really friends, but like the gamer girl stereotype, who are like, I got a Wii, and I got Skyward Sword, or like, I don't know, like Wind Waker on the Wii U or something. Can you beat the game for me so that I can tell everyone I did it because I'm a hashtag gamer girl? And you're like, I honestly don't know how to play these games, and I have very little interest in what I'm supposed to be doing for the game anyway. And if you can't do this section of the game, and I do it for you, it's normally the game's design, right? Like, you have to get the skill to get to this level, because if you don't, you will need that skill later, and you don't have it for the next boss fight, right? Like, if I cheat on this boss fight here, like, I know what I'm doing, but if I cheat or get someone else to do it for me, how is that going to make my experience any better? Because, like, then I will get to the next boss and it will be harder still, and I'll be like, I couldn't even do the last boss, you know? So I've always thought that's just a self-sabotaging thing of, like, you want to see what happens after this boss, but you don't want to get better at the game. But the thing is, the game will get harder as the game progresses, right? But anyway, I just don't like Legend of Zelda. Like, I know that everyone thinks they're great games, and, you know, like, I've seen people play Twilight Princess, and I've seen people play, Wind Waker and Breath of the Wild and stuff, and I was like, okay, you know, maybe, and then it's like, to be honest, I never buy Nintendo consoles anymore. I only ever really bought Game Boys and Nintendo DS and stuff like that, so... I've always been like, yeah, I buy them because they're a portable console and I can play Pokemon on them. And then they went, lol, we're ruining Pokemon. And I'm like, okay, cool, so yeah. I'm not going to buy a Switch to buy a shit version of Pokemon, I'm sorry. It's a lot of money for me not to be able to play as Weezing, so, and do my Poison team, so fuck that. And to be honest, my DS has sat there since like I was in Hong Kong, so it's like 2-3 years not being used. I was in lockdown in a pandemic and I didn't turn it on once because I was busy playing my PS4 and doing other shit, like being unemployed, trying to find a job. And yeah, like it's just that kind of shit. Oh, hitting the wrong guy. And yeah, and that kind of like thing, it's just like I still haven't beaten Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. And I keep telling myself I'm gonna do that, but I never do. But yeah, anyway, like, not ripping just on Nintendo as a company or like their things, because there's some great stuff, and I actually really liked Mario, and I really liked like Pokemon, which is mostly almost exclusively for Nintendo consoles. And you know, like stuff like that. There's some good stuff, but never enough for me to like buy the whole thing. You know, like never enough for me to buy a whole console for the 5 games I like that are all like $69.99 each and are like shorter than the average PS2 game. Just yeah, it doesn't have all of the things I like or as abundant, you know. So. Not for me. But anyway, Nintendo, Legend of Zelda, I understood why people like it, and I don't need a bunch of fanboys telling me, oh, you're wrong, the colors. Yeah, I know. I was an idiot, but like that experience of my own stupidity actually completely ruined my ability to enjoy the game, where I played what a lot of people say is not a particularly great entry into the Zeldaverse anyway, and just was playing it in the shittiest way imaginable, and like, yeah, I gave up on it really quickly and was like, yeah, fuck this. And it wasn't like it was even that bad, I just lost interest. Did I ever tell the story about my friend who was dating a girl? He was dating a girl who was like one of the roommates or friends of another girl that our other friends was like our other friend's girlfriend. So like she was like, oh yeah, my friend is looking for a boyfriend. She's like really interested. Oh, what's happening? He's mad, I killed his brother. Oh, he's digivolving. Fuck. Wow. He's mad. What the fuck? Hey, that feels cheap. He came out of the cutscene with like a second to... Oh, that's bullshit. That's bullshit, man. Like a QuickTime event without a QuickTime prompt. Oh, now I gotta do it all again. What was I saying? Yeah, one of my friends was dating this girl who was like, yeah. But it's actually nice. Being at uni is fucking weird. Like, I used to chat to this girl that was like my friend's girlfriend, but she was talking to everyone all the time. Like, she never stopped texting people. And, like, we were all chill with it because it was very obvious that I wasn't, like, doing anything with my friend's girlfriend, like, because she was always just with him, and I was just like, you know, it doesn't matter, we're not, you know, we're all chatting to her, and it's just that I'm bored. I'll text you because you're texting me, but it's not anything sexy or weird, you know, I'm not cheating. we're just talking, and she's like, oh yeah, you know, just about generic shit, like she's just like one of the guys kind of thing, so it's fine. And then she just one day says to me something like, oh yeah, my friend's roommate is looking for like, no, my roommate is looking for a boyfriend because she can't find one, are you interested? And I was like, not really. Then my other friend was like, yeah, sure, why not? Like, such a weird situation. And like we were chatting and we were hanging out. Oh, he was chatting and hanging out with her, and I like the main reason I didn't want to start dating her friend was because we were in Southampton uni and they were all in Portsmouth uni, and you know, I was like, I don't want to have to drive to Portsmouth every time just because I'm supposed to be dating this chick. I'm too easy for that. But then my friend was just like, I don't know why he was dating her either, because he was just like, oh sure, I've got nothing better to do. And then like he was just hanging around her house playing like, was it Skyward Sword or Twilight Princess on her Wii, and she'd be like, are you just gonna keep playing that game? And he's like, yeah. we were just fucking hopeless. It was just the weirdest thing. Then they split up, but I don't really know why they split up. And then like my friend was like, oh yeah, do you want to come to like Sonic Boom 6? And I was like, oh, I thought you were going with your girlfriend. He's like, yeah, we split up, and then we went, and he was like, oh, I didn't buy tickets. And I was like, oh, I thought it was a free ticket that you had spare because your girlfriend wasn't coming. But yeah, that was fun. It was fun, but I was just sat there like, oh, that was such a weird time in my life. Oh, uni is weird, man. Uni is just fucking weird. Like, one time, my friend... one of my roommates was... Well, one of my roommates was weird. I was weird. Everyone was weird. Let's not rat on my friends. It's just such a fucking weird time. Oh, well, you know. Just hilarious. I think I pretty much spent my entire uni experience really not giving a shit and just like doing the bare minimum, and I got through the entire course completely fine. Like, because everyone else was not doing the bare minimum. Like, that's like literally, like, if you want to learn about like getting good grades in school, a lot of it is like based off of like, well, how are the rest of the class around you doing? If it's like everyone's getting a D, that must mean that like something's wrong, like the material's too hard, or like something like everyone can't be stupid, maybe the teaching isn't correct or something, or like maybe we need to change the exams, or and that actually, like, they factor that into marking. And at uni, they just don't give a shit at all. Like, they just pass you for showing up. Like, everywhere that I've heard of, or I've taught at, or I've, like, you know, a friend has taught at, or I've been a student at, they basically just passed everyone who showed up and, like, was awake. And wasn't just a dick the whole time, or wasn't like drunk off of their face and was showing up every single day to every single thing and putting real passion into their work even if it's wrong. Like, bachelor shit is just so fucking dumb. Like, the teachers are literally taught in a lot of cases, yeah, don't fail anyone. Give them bare minimum like a low B to a C. Like, you know, for everything. If they showed up and they're there, like, low B to C. If they walk out, like, fine, they fail. Like, you know, if they're not there, you know, you can't mark them for that class because they weren't there, and that's their fault. But if they show up and they're not asleep, And even if they are asleep, you just, you know, pass them. It's not fucking worth the time and the effort to, like, deal with them arguing with you and say, I thought I should have passed this degree. I paid so much money to do this degree and I failed. It's like, yeah, because you were drunk the whole time, you fucking idiot. Like, so, you know, most of the time, surprisingly, they just get told, give them at least 60 marks out of 100. It's just not fucking worth it. Yeah, man, it's just... Still losing at this. Like, if you want to think about the way I conceptualize tertiary degree stuff is you're paying money to show up, be interested, or look interested, or feign interest, regurgitate what they've already told you, read one book in some cases that they also provided for you, and then write, yeah, and use like flowery language to say basically what the university lecturer wants to hear. And in a lot of cases, especially in the USA, it's just some ridiculous, like, agreeing with their ridiculously stupid political opinions and just going, yeah, of course, otherwise you get marked down. And you're really just sitting there and you're just going, okay, I'm paying for a piece of paper that allows me to continue with my career. Like, and it's like, very often I hear people saying, oh yeah, but I have a master's in this or something. I don't need this certificate for teaching because I've got something that's better, and try and argue with it. And it's like, employers just want you to have a thing. They don't fucking care if you have a thing that's better than the thing. They're looking for the thing. So if you say, like, oh, you need a bachelor's of education for this teaching job, and you say, I've got a master's of education, all this other stuff, half the time they go, I don't fucking care, I want the bachelor's of education. Even though that doesn't make any fucking sense, right? And it's just basically you're paying for pieces of paper that, and the learning stuff that you're getting from it are basically shit that you could have picked up from like one book recommendation. And it's like a good reflective practice from teaching. Like, so yeah, it seems fucking dumb, but like then you get to the point where it's like, just fucking do the degree, man. just fucking do the certificate. It just solves you. It like stops you from being treated like crap in the industry. It just shuts them up. Oh, I died again. Fuck. Ugh. Yeah, like so many things are like that. It's like my friends in acoustics. It's like. And it's like, you can't progress in your career, it's really linear with acoustics. It's like, you have to have a master's if you want to go up a level. You have to have a doctorate if you want to go up above that. You have to go like this, you have to have X amount of things. It's non-negotiable. You can't argue your way up to a higher paid job early unless you have friends who are just going to let you work at that level. And, you know, it's just like, you can sit here and argue until you're blue in the face, or you can just go get a piece of fucking paper and like study part-time, 5 hours a week or something titchy like that, and then go, yeah, I got the piece of paper you're looking for that says I'm a master's, or I've got this certificate or whatever, and they go, oh, okay, sure, now you can get paid stupid money. You're like, it's just paper for paper, just, you know, as stupid as all fuck, yeah. Especially when you realize that, like, when you're on the other side and you're an educator as well, a lot of these places are just passing everyone regardless of talent. So it's just like you literally are paying to have your time wasted. So you can have a little document at the end that says, well done, you sat through a series of lectures. Good for you. It's not about skill. Not at that level, it's about having the entry ticket. Ah, fuck. Just not doing well now. I did well for a bit and now I'm just fucking up. Really need to have a break. My hands are getting sweaty from doing all of this at this point. I just need to like take a rest and come back to this. But if I quit the game entirely, I have to do the whole mission again, which just makes the past what, like hour and a half of me fucking around failing to do a basic puzzle. A waste of time. Ah. Pretty sure I was doing more damage with the nunchucks, but like... hit you again and again while you're buffing. Ah. Stuck in the corner. What the hell, man? Wah. Wah. Let me come back.